Hey, boys and girls, how are you today? Wow, it's almost the end. You guys are doing a great job learning from home, and I truly, truly do miss you. I just want you to know that. So, today we're talking about um, estimating and finding the area of a rectangle. Okay, something that you've probably already touched in fourth grade. We did very little in fifth, and you're going to do even more in sixth grade. Now I'm showing you a patch of grass because not long ago my sister works in art and theater, and they were trying to figure out for their setting, their background, they needed to get some of that fake grass. And just to find out how much grass they needed, a bunch of adults couldn't figure it out. All they had to do really was multiply or figure out how to work out the area of anything. But clearly, that group of adults that couldn't figure out how much uh, patch of grass to buy hadn't been in our class. So I want us to go over these things so that we don't find ourselves in that kind of trouble. So for the area, let's do the definition first. An area is measured in square units. Measured in square units, okay? And the way you're going to find the area is you are going to multiply your length times your width. And of course, if it's a square, then you just do side times side, because the length and width are going to be about the same thing for a square. So find the area of the figure in here that they're asking us to do. Now try to do that by yourself and tell me if you can figure it out. I'll give you 1 second. What do you think you have to do? You have an interesting rectangle composed here with two different figures. What do? You have to do both of them separately, and then you add them together. Okay, so in here, let's take this one here, the larger one, and we know it's length times width, so we're going to do 6 times 8, which is 48. And then this smaller side here, we're going to do this side times that side, 4 times 4. So we have a little square here and a rectangle, and that will be 16. So we're going to add those two together. Here, then, it's going to be 48. 8 times 6 is 48. And we are then going to move on to the other part. We're going to do the square, and the square is 4 times 4, which is 16. And then we are going to add those two together. Okay. And 48 plus 16 is, let me think, it should be 60. Let's see. 64? I think so. So our answer is going to be 64. And that's it. You add those two together, and then you'll find you have found the area of the rectangle. Okay? Now let's do some math here. See how much of it you can do by yourself. Well, I'm giving you, in case you're wondering why I'm being so slow, is because I want you to do it and see if you can get the same answer that I got. And I think we said that that should be 64. Of course, I can be wrong. I am not actually doing it with a pen. I'm doing it with my head, which causes the possibility of mistakes. But I think we got it. Okay. So now I want you to do this. And of course, the way you're going to measure it is going to be 64 feet, square feet. See the little 2 on the bottom? Is different than volume. Volume we measure with a little 3 on the top. Area we're going to measure with square with a 2 on the top. Okay, now let's go to the next one here, and let's have you do this one. This one's simple. Length times width is going to be 9 times 13. And I'm going to do it here on my paper because I'm tired of trying to work it out on my head. 9 times 3 is 27. Carry the 2. 9 times 1 is 9 and 2 is 11. So 117. It's going to be my area. And it's going to be 117 square inches. Okay? And let's see. How about this one? We did the triangle last time. So now they're giving us triangles as well. Do you remember what it was? It was length times width divided by 2. So here we have 8 times 5, which is 40, divided by 2 is going to be 20. Let's see what we got. Yep. We got it. One more time, this triangle. It's a triangle with a right angle. It's 7 times 13. And that's going to be 91, but divided by 2. Let's look at it here. 7 times 3 is 21, carry the 2. 7 times 1 is 7, and the 2 I carried is 9. So 91. Now, they want me to divide it by 2. I know it's not going to be perfectly divisible by 2, but I'll do it anyway. It's going to be point half something. There you go. So it's going to be 45.5. Okay? That's what we're going to get here. 45.5. Okay? Hope everybody's doing it and getting the same answer as I am. Making sure that we got the right thing. All right. So now you're going to go and do the independent practice. Well, let's do, this one has decimals in it. Remember how to multiply with decimals. Let's do it on the paper. I'm going to use a different pen because that one seems to be dying. And I want you to look at my paper as I do the division, the multiplication. It's going to be a review of multiplication with decimals, okay? Now look at this. Okay, 5 times 3 is 15, carry the 1. 5 times 0 is 0, and 1 I carried. 5 times 2 is 10. And then for my second line, remember I put a 0 here, and then I keep going. 7 times 3 is 21, carry the 2. 7 times 0 is 0, and the 2 I carried. 7 times 2 is 14. Okay, and then for the third line, I got to do 2 zeros, and I got to do it again. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. And then I'm going to add all that together. And my answer, and then for decimals, I got to count the places. I got to count. I got 1/10 here and 1/10 here. And that's going to be 2, so that's going to give me 1/10 here, 1/10 here. I put my decimal here, so my answer is 558 and 25/100. Okay? And we'll put it here. 558.25, 2500, and that's millimeters square. Okay? And that's it. Let's see if we got it correctly. Yes, we did, because we have the little green star at the top. Okay, so that's how you find area for rectangles and triangles. Okay, I'm going to send you now to do some, you could do independent practice and the quiz. I'm going to send you to do the quiz to see how much of this you understood. All right, guys? Have fun, and I'll talk to you soon.